with the same data set that we have, so df underscore manual that we have here, we should select the columns name and score. For selecting one column, I can just say name here, and this is actually equivalent to say lock, but lock will have a problem because lock requires rows and columns, so it's all rows and one column here. So this is equivalent to what I've just done there without the lock, like this. And what happens if I want more than one column? That is column name and score. I cannot put the word score here. This is going to break. I need to provide a list here. And like that. So the first, what's called internally here, it's a list. And I can use lock and get all the rows and those columns. Or because I want all the rows, I can avoid using the word lock here and simply put name and score here. This will break, remember, because I need to say that what's going inside there is a list. So that's why it appears double square brackets here, and this gives me all those two columns that I just asked you. So name and score. You can also get it from iLock with all rows here. So rows and then columns. It's the same. Next, how do I find all the missing values in a data frame? So I want all the rows where there is at least one missing value. Okay. What's a missing value to start with? So if I go df manual here, I say, oh, this is a missing value, NaN. This is a missing value. Don't go and try to find something that is equal to NaN, because internally that's a numpy value. And actually you should, if you want to do this way, you should do np-num like this. But don't do that. There is a function for that. There is a method called df is new. Is new will give you all the elements if it's true or false. And because it's saying, oh, write a program to select where the score, there is a score missing here, and I'm gonna select this and do it for one column only. That is the column that has a missing value there. That is a score, and that column has some missing, some not missing values, and some missing values where you can see true. So how do I go and select using this? So I use this as my selector rule. And this will give me, sorry, I misspelled the name of the data frame. The data frame is called df manual. So now I have it. Now we have it. Df manual, and then square bracket, df manual, and the rule inside with it is new. Right. Number 7. Write a program to rename columns to in a given data frame. So instead of having call 1, call 2, and call 3 there, we want the new renamed data frame to be call 1, call 2, and call 3. Right. First of all, for this case, I do need to create my little data frame here. So we don't have it. So I'm gonna say df. First, I'm gonna use the same idea as the index, as the dictionary. So I'm gonna create my little dictionary. Call it D to avoid problem, the word dictionary there. So, and then I'm gonna put the name of the column, column one, and then all the values that are gonna go inside. And the values are, that we can see there, one, column one is 0, 1, and 2. What we can see there, 0, 1, and 2. What's column two? Column two, it's gonna be column two. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. Column 3, 7. Column 3. Oh no, actually, 0, 1, and 2 is the index. So column 1 is actually 1, 2, and 3. Column 2 is 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6. And column 3, it is 7 inside. Here's 7, 8, and 9. And here we have the dictionary. How do we go? We say df, I'm gonna put in columns there. We go for PD data frame, and we simply pass my data frame there, my dictionary. Dictionary is dictionary D, and we have it. We there, and my problem is renaming this. So for rename, I have the method rename where I can say columns, and then I can say a list, a dictionary of from and to. So I'm going to rename column one to column one. This is okay if I'm doing for one column. Oh, sorry, a mistake here. This is a dictionary. This is okay if I'm renaming one column. This is also okay if I'm renaming two columns, or even or three columns. This is one way I could rename it, but as I'm renaming the whole data frame, columns, I can simply put columns here and straight away put all the names like columns, column one, column two, and column three here. And this would do the job for me. Either way, if I say, uh, in here, I would have to say it's in place. Otherwise, you won't rename it, or I will have to put it codes here. Either way, this works, or that other one works as well to rename my data frame. Here we go. Next, the next one is with this, write a program to give a list into a data frame. So convert this list of list into data frame. So this is my list of lists. My list of list, LL. And if I print LL, that's a list of list. How do I turn this into my data frame? Well, I have to say, my lists, my lists, I want to put it in a function format here. I need the name of the column, column one, and then column two. It's a little bit more complex because this is going to be the names, and those next will be the values for my data frame. And now I can do dfll equals to pd data frame, and then I pass my list of lists here, my lists. And this, if I then run this with my dfdl here, I get the what I need. Oh no, I actually need to break the into a series like that. It is like this, and then it works as I said. Oh, but I actually column one and column two are the headers, right? So I have to say um, that I put it wrong because those are the headers. So I have to say columns equals to this guy. I think this is the way I should actually do it. There was a comma here, so there was a comma here, so just remove the comma. And here's what I need. With the LL, I don't need to turn it into a list actually. I can just put LL and pass it straight away and pass the names of the columns. Don't need to mix them up. It's just simple as this. Number 9. How do I write a program to replace recurrent values in the database with the largest value? Oh, this is a um, complicated one. This one and this. The next one, you can find the solutions at the bottom. Try it out. We come up here for the next session with the results of those two.